Hello. Hey, Deanna. Hey, Amy. How are you guys doing? I hope you're all having a good day. I'm just waiting for YouTube to catch up. Oh, the lag. The lag. Good day. There we go. I hope everybody's having a good day. It is windy here, and guess what, Deanna? We're supposed to have the S word today. I don't know if you're getting it there, but yeah. We're halfway through. We're nearly 3/4 of the way through April. And yes, it's going to snow. It's just not right. It's just Mother Nature's way of saying, "Hey, don't forget, winter will be back." How you doing, Amy? Are you watching from work? I won't tell anybody. I swear I won't. So I'm making these very pretty clothespins, and I want to thank Amy for showing them to me because I'm obsessed now. And I totally blame Amy for that. You want the snow or you want the clothespins? Because I hope it's the clothespins. Because snow, no. You can have all my snow. So I made these beautiful clothespins on the weekend with Amy, and I absolutely love how they came out. And I hope that my camera will pick these up. Let me check on StreamYard here. Windy here Thursday. We're supposed to get, oh no. I hope you can see the bling on there. So this one has like a crown on top here. And then a resin rose, and then it's got all these pretty pearls. Come on, camera. I'm doing the Amy thing now. Come on. Nope. Okay. Doesn't want to do it. Likes it better down here. Okay. So it's got all these pretty pearls on it. And then a little bling and little clay flowers. And then I will show you how to put these all together because there is a little trick to it, believe it or not. Well, a couple of little tricks. So there's that one. And then this one, I had these cute little crown charms and it had a little ring on top. So I had to dangle stuff off it. Look how cute. So I dangled a little charm with some lace and then a little bling. And then this has got all kinds of ribbon roses and cameos. You love the white one? What, you don't like the pink? Oh, yeah, right. We're going to make them even shabbier today, Deanna. And it's got pearls and it's got a little lock. So you can use up all your little bits. I've got a button on there, rhinestone cup chain, charms, ribbon flowers, things like that. And then this is a snippet roll that I'm making for a swap I'm doing. And I put it on a clothespin. Thank you, Amy, for that. And I put another one of the crown charms on top, and then I dangled off one of Karen Billinger's beaded butterflies, another bling, and then this really pretty pearl chain. And then on here, it's got bling. It's got another one of those cameos, rhinestone chain, pearls. It's even got some lace on here. Like you can just put anything on them. So I love it. And I will show you what it looks like. I didn't paint this one. I left it plain, and now I'm kind of wishing I had painted it, but hey ho. What can you do? So when you open the snippet roll, there's nothing on this yet, but when you open the snippet roll, I just put some lace across the top, and then that's what it looks like. So cute, right? Love, love, love. So that's what we're going to be making today. I'm very excited about it. And I did paint, I'd left one plain, but I painted them in pink and white, and I'm going to be Mod Podging them. I just saved you the painfulness of watching me paint and watching paint dry, because who needs that? So I did that, ahead of time. Let me put my snippet roll aside here. And these can sit over here. And I'm using some rice paper that I showed you guys last week from White Rose Crafts. And it's got all these little tiny pieces on it, right? So I thought these would be just adorable decoupaged on here on the base. So these are going to be like super done up. So I've got all kinds of rice paper sitting there. I got my Mod Podge handy, and then we'll do the top. So I think what I'm going to do is the Mod Podge first, and then let some dry, and then we'll go back, and then we'll get started on the tops, which I love them, and you could make these any style you like, which is cool. So if you painted them, say Deanna, if you painted some black and then use like black and red or purple or something on them, you know, they'd be beautiful. You could even do these in Halloween colors. Put little pumpkins on the top, like, come on, adorable. I love the fairy too. So that's what we're going to do. So I got my Mod Podge out, I got my paintbrush, we're going to do that. So let's do a white one first, and Deanna likes the fairies, so we'll do the fairies first. So let me cut out, I'm just going to roughly cut around some of these fairies, leaving a bit of paper around it. And then we'll start podging. So there's one, and then we'll do this one. And then we'll cut out a couple of the smaller ones. I mean, I don't know if I'll Mod Podge all of them, but we're going to Mod Podge a few for sure. So it's like a fun little quick project that you can do. And what a great way to gift out some laces and trims as well. See, these ones are really, really small, these fairies, so they're great for a project like this. Very tiny. And you could mix and match some of these fairies. Wow, some of these I noticed are even smaller. This one is smaller than that one even. They're tiny. Thanks, Dougal. Okay. All right. Let's podge, people. Are you ready to podge? Okay. Okay. Let me get the water off my brush. Okay, so let's put one of the tiny ones here. I hope you can make out what I'm doing here. And then we'll put a bigger one over here. I mean, I might have to cut some of this off, but that's okay. Okay. And then later when it's dry, I'll just cut into it there. Or maybe when it's wet would be better. And then it will just stick down. And then we'll put the other small one over here on this side. Okay. So let me just cut this if I can. And then we'll stick that in there. Yeah, that worked. Cute, right? So now this one has a little fairy on it. So we're going to let that one dry. And now we'll do one with some roses maybe. Roses, roses, roses. And we'll put that on the pink one. So yeah, you can pretty much do anything you like with these. Let me see if I can get that in there. Oh, that was easier just using my nail. And then maybe we'll just use the other smaller one on the other side. So that's the idea with Mod Podging them, and I think they'll be adorable. And these would also be cute if you did the crackle technique on them and then gave them a coat of Mod Podge or something just to seal the crack. But super cute. So that's that one, and we might do one more rose one with these roses. And then we'll start blinging them up. While those ones dry, let's do a white one with this one. I think I'm going to cut this rose in half too. Let's get one rose on one side and one rose on the other. And this one. I hope I'm in shot. Okay. Yeah, you can mix, put the flower and a fairy. Yep, absolutely. Might do that. Maybe we'll put a little fairy on this one too. This rice paper goes down so good. Like there's no wrinkles in it or anything. It's kind of amazing. Let's get that in there. Super cute. Do I have a fairy cut? I do. Let's add this fairy here. She might be a bit big, but we'll make it work. Whoops. That will be so pretty. I think I'm going to cut that. It's just a little too big. Okay, I kind of ripped that one. These scissors did not like the wet Mod Podge. So we'll flatten that down a bit. They're supposed to look shabby, right? So this one has rose and a fairy. So we're going to let those dry. And I will put my Mod Podge over here now in case we want to use it again. So I hope you'll give these a try because I loved them when I made them with Amy. They were so much fun. Well, hi, how are you, Grace? Yes, I'll do that afterwards when I wash everything. Okay, so now we're going to start on these while the Mod Podgy ones dry. Now, there's a couple of different ways you can use glossy accents or you can use hot glue. But what did I do with those? Before you get started on your clothespins, you have to put a little bit of fabric or something on top so your little tiny items have something to stick to because they don't really want to stick to the wood. So I just cut some very scrappy fabric and I'm just going to glue it down and then trim it. So I'm just going to cut kind of a circle shape, sort of. Does not have to be perfect. And then I'm going to put some hot glue on the top, just around the edge here and a bit on the top. Again, does not have to be perfect. And then you just kind of mold your fabric around, and if it's too much, then you just cut it off. Because nobody's going to see this, so it does not have to look good. You can put glue on it and nobody will know. You're just going to stick it all down. Let me just trim that a bit. And then we'll put some hot glue in here. So basically that's what you want to do. And now you've got something that your little tiny pieces can stick to. So what am I going to put on this? So I've got clay flowers. I've got lots of rhinestone cup chain. I've got other rhinestone trim. I've got charms, ribbon roses. I've got lace. Broken jewelry pieces are great. I have a nice crown charm. Maybe I'll put that on the front. And that's got the hole here, so I could dangle charms off that as well. I've got these pretty flowers that Karen Billinger made that I might put on top of one of them or on the front. So that might happen. So yeah, I have a couple of charms here. And we're going to take out a few clay flowers. And of course we've got these tiny little cameos. So we'll take some of those. And we're going to be cutting the rhinestone chain to put on it. Another little lace dangle there. Pearls, of course. I've got more of that pearl chain. Some other bling. So yeah, we're good. We're good, we're good, we're good. And I've got a whole jar of pearls here. So that's what we're going to use. Is that rose trim. Which one? This one? These are the cameos, if that's what you're talking about. Or this one. Yeah, this one was just a piece in my stash. I don't have it in the store. Somebody sent me that long time ago. I can't even remember where it came from. But it's just a piece that big. So I'm going to cut it up and use it on here. So anything like that that you've got is perfect for this kind of a project. So yeah, so that's what we're going to do. So we're going to start and figure out what we're going to do here. So what do I want on the top? Maybe the crown or maybe this crown. And because we're using hot glue, you have to go in at the end and do something else to make everything stick down. Like the ones that I've done are really stuck on there. Nothing's coming off. It's really stuck down, and I'll show you what I did to make that happen. So I think I'm going to put maybe the crown on the front. Let's do that. So now that I've got something for the charm to stick to, it sticks, which is the fabric. So I usually go from front to back and then do the sides, and then I'll start filling in, if that makes any sense. So I think what I'm going to do with this one is we're going to put a cameo on the other side. So let me cut one of these. And we're just going to go right the opposite side. Put some glue down. And then put the cameo down. And I know these are small and kind of fiddly. to see, but you'll get the idea. So now we have front and back done, and now I'm going to do the sides. So I'm going to put, or maybe the top, maybe I'll put this on the top, this piece of bling here. It kind of fits perfectly. Then we'll do the sides. So that's on the top. And let's see, let's cut a piece of this trim and put that on, maybe on both sides. Let me just cut that. One piece, two piece. I want a small piece. Hi, Joanne. How are you? It is pretty, even if it's pink, yes. Uh-oh, I feel something's coming. Oh, excuse me. Oh my goodness. So now we're going to put the rhinestone cup chain down. So I'm just going to put like a little line of glue and then lay that down like this on this side, and then flip it over to the other side and do the same. And we're not worried if some of the fabric is showing, and you'll find out why in a minute when we go to fill in, because you don't see any of it. As you can tell by these ones, you can't see any of the fabric at all. It's completely covered. So there we've got our, our sides and our top done. So now we want to go in and fill in with the smaller bits. So we're going to use a couple of clay flowers, maybe some pearls. So I'm going to put a clay flower there, and then maybe one up here. Let me get some pearls out. It is a pretty craft. I love it. And it was Amy who got me started on making these. I'm just digging in my pearls here. Why is it all the tiny pearls, the small pearls that you want? Go right down to the bottom of the bottle. Don't run away, pearls. Stay there. Oh, I have a tiny little Eiffel Tower charm. Where'd that go? That would be really cute on this. We're going to put that tiny little Eiffel Tower charm on one of them. Yeah, and they're super easy to make too, so come on, pearls, come out. Oh my goodness. That'll do me for a minute. Okay. So now we'll glue on, fill in with some of these pearls. I love the pearls on these. Put one up here. Put a little one in there. And then I want maybe another couple of these little tiny clay flowers. These are perfect for this project. And I do sell the clay flowers in the store too. I'm using the lavender ones that I have in the store today. Get in there. And you just go around and fill in wherever you see a spot. And just kind of tuck them in there. Yeah, another one there. And then maybe one up there. Or maybe a pearl there. I think a little pearl there would be good. There, so you can see that it's coming along there. So now that I've mostly got that filled, you know, you worry that the hot glue is not going to hold. Well, this will stop it. You use stickles. And you can see on here how shiny that makes it. They're super sparkly. So you want to just go in and you squeeze the stickles in pretty heavy in between all the white spaces, and then you get no showing of that fabric that's underneath. All you see is sparkle, which is really cool. So you can see how sparkly those are. And then we're going to add a charm to the crown. So let me get my stickles out. Yes, to a crafty day coming on, girl. We love crafty days. And then you just kind of squeeze in between, and that actually glues everything down really, really well. And it just stays, it just hardens it. So you want to get right up and under everything. I know it's hard to see what I'm doing, but you just want to get right in there. I want to get under the crown, all around it. Get rid of the glue strings. And get right in between every little tiny piece that you've got on here. And it just blings it up. And it looks really pretty. I think I got everything there. Got under there. I didn't get under there. And when that dries, they're pretty solid. Look at that. And it just looks like it's just all bling. So that was Jeanette, Scrap and Happy XO, I think she is. Or, oh no, she's My Cottage Crafts, sorry. I remember her old school name. My Cottage Crafts did a video on these, and then Amy saw a video by Deanna Marie who did these, and then Amy showed me. So that's where I got it from. My inspiration was Amy, but she got it from 2 other people. So that is how you do that. Isn't that cool? So now I'm going to add a couple little charmy charms to the top of this because I wanna. Let me get that off of there. So where is this? Got that, and then I had this. So I've got this jump ring on here that's quite big. So I'm going to open that up. And then we'll add this lace and little bling charm. And then this pearl trim. Get on there. And hopefully my big fat fingers can get this on here. Let me take my glasses off so I can actually see what I'm doing. Oh, get in there. And hopefully not get stickles all over my hand. There we go. I'm probably going to have to re-stickle for a second here as well. Okay, so there's my charms on. So you can dangle anything you like off of it. Let me just fix a couple of my stickle spots here. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay. So there we go. So there's another one with some dangles on it. Super cute, right? With the crown. And then the other side has the cameo. So you have a couple of focal points, and then the two sides have that pink trim. So we'll let that dry over here. And we'll move on to the next one. Yeah, they are so pretty. I hope your boss sees it that way too, Amy. Now, are these dry yet? Yeah. Okay, that's dry. Well, it's dry-ish. Let's just zap it with the heat gun quickly. Sorry for the noise. Okay. So for this one, I'm going to use this top from Karen, this flower top, and we're going to cut some rhinestone chain to go around it. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is put this on the top. So I know, oh, wait a minute, I got to do the fabric. See, I almost forgot. Don't forget the fabric. You cut a circle. Yeah, I like the decoupage too. I think they're really pretty. Super pretty. This one's got the fairies on it. This one's got roses. And I've altered these clothespins before, and I've painted them, and then I've used like the Stays On permanent ink, and I've stamped on them. And if you go to do that, you just have to put your stamp down and then roll the peg around the stamp, and then you get a nice image all the way around. But I have done that before. And I altered one that I did. I think it was this one, actually. I think this is one I painted before and did. Or maybe this one was. Anyway, let's do this one. Okay. Let's put the fabric on it. I think that fabric's too big, but hey ho. Yeah, that's too big. Boy, is it ever windy outside here. My goodness, those scissors need sharpening. So again, it doesn't have to be perfect. You just stick it down because nobody's going to see it. It's just for your bling-gription. That is a technical term, bling-gription. Make sure those other two are not stuck together. Yeah, they're not. Okay, so then this one, we're going to put this pretty flower center that Karen made on the top here, because it kind of fits perfectly. That's going to be adorable. Look how cute. So cute. Okay, and I'm going to use this, and I'm going to use the little Eiffel Tower, and I'm going to use the rhinestone bling. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is maybe go around the bottom a couple of times with the rhinestone chain and just kind of wrap it around a few times. Like that. Gosh, you could just go all the way around that. Look at that. You could just keep going and keep going and keep going. And you'd have like just a blingy peg. Look at that. Adorable. We might do that on one of them. But for this one, we'll just go around a couple times. So you just want to make sure your bling is laying flat when you put it on. And then when you get to the other side, you just kind of wrap it around till you get to there. And then you want to put some glue down before you cut it. And then you cut it. Oh, the glue strings are bad today. I think temperature has something to do with glue strings, don't you guys? Because it's cool in here today, because it's cold outside. And when it's colder, we definitely have more glue strings. Okay, so we're going to do this little tiny Eiffel Tower on one side. This side's slightly bigger, so maybe we'll put it here. Right there. So cute. And then the other side, I think, I'm going to do this one, but I want to take this jump ring off. If I can get it off. Where's the... Of course, I don't have my little pliers handy. So... there we go. And that we're going to put on the other side. This little tiny bling. Cute. And now we're going to put pearls on. Oh, the strings. Okay. And then I've got a pink clay flower, which I think I want to put over here. And then Maybe we will cut the flower off of this one to put on the other side. Okay. So that can go on this side. Right there. And we could use ribbon roses if we wanted to. I don't want to on this one. But what I might do is cut a little bit more rhinestone chain just to put in between, like 2 or 3 pieces. And it will be super bling, which we like super bling. Sorry for the noise. Okay. So now we just want to find some spaces, which there's one right there. We're going to put more bling there. My goodness, the glue strings. You can't have enough rhinestone trim, right? Because it just makes everything better and sparklier. Okay, and maybe something there. And then we're ready to stickle. So there it is there. Super blingy and pretty. And now we're just going to fill in with the stickles. Right? They're beautiful. If my stickles will come out, I might have to crack open the other bottle. Let's get in there. It's amazing how the glitter glue really just makes everything solid. I mean, you could use glossy accents as well to squirt in the little spaces. That would work really well too, but the stickles have glitter, right? So, yeah, glitter wins. Glitter always wins. Get under there. Okay, I think I pretty much got everywhere. Yeah. So there's the top with Karen's pretty piece on it, minus the glue string. Goodness me. And then there we have all the rhinestone trim. It's so pretty. And the tiny little Eiffel Tower that I just found. So, you know, any little tiny bits and pieces that you have in your stash, these are great for. So, yeah, super cute. I might put something on the top of this. It needs something on the top. It needs like a pearl or something, I think. A pearl. I think so. It just needed a bit of height there. It looked funny. yeah. That's better. Gosh, look at the glue string. So yeah, super easy to make. There's one with Mod Podge on it, one without. And what a beautiful way to gift laces to somebody, or trims, or whatever, to use in your own lace stash to wrap your own laces on. I love them. I just think they're really pretty, and what a great way to use something so humble like a clothespin, you know. It's fabulous. So we'll do one more before we close here. We'll do this pink one. Let's do the pink one. We'll do the pink one. Oh, hi, Leafa. No, I'm going to do another one right now, Leafa. Right, they should make bigger bottles of stickles. I agree. Hi, Kathy. How are you? I hope everyone is doing well and being safe. All right, so we're going to start this again because a couple new people came in. So we're going to do this one. What did I do with that fabric? Of course, it's missing, but you can use any kind of fabric. It doesn't matter. I got a piece of scrap fabric right here. So you want to cut a circle, not a big circle, or a circle-like shape, as I like to call them, because we're going to put that on the top of the clothespin so that all of our beautiful blingy goodies have something to stick to. That needs to be cut down a little bit. Okay. And we're just using hot glue to put that down. And of course we need a glue stick. Hope you're doing well, Leafa. It's been a while since I've seen you. Okay. And then you just glue the fabric down. And again, it does not have to be neat because nobody's going to see it. It's just a secret that it's under there. Nobody knows. And now we got to figure out what we're going to put on it. So where did that crown, where did that go? I had a crown out. Of course, I can never find anything. There we go. I'm going to put the crown on the top because I just think it's adorable. So that's going to go on the top, and then I need something to go in the center, maybe a ribbon rose or something. And because I have them, I'm going to use probably 2 of these this time because I just love these little cameos on here. They're just adorable. And then we'll cut some more of this bling. We'll use some of this pink bling on here. So we're going to cut the flower off. And my husband stole my Tim Holtz scissors, so I'm using my paper scissors to cut this, and I really shouldn't, but I am. And then we're just going to cut this bling into a few different pieces. Well, that went flying. Come back. Okay. And then we're going to cut this one. And that's probably going to be good for this one. Okay. So now that you've got your clothespin painted, and I did Mod Podge, but you don't have to. You can just leave them plain like this, or you can just leave them how they come, like the wood color. Up to you. So I'm going to put the crown on first so I can position my other stuff. So now we're just using hot glue. And we're going to smush this little crown charm on there. Make sure it's sort of even. And I'll find something to go in the middle on that in a few minutes. We just want to push that down good and hard. I think you could if you wanted to, yeah. Right, you won't get an instant hold, so yeah, you could. And for purposes of this, tutorial, I'm using the hot glue method that Amy taught me. And I mean, these things are on there. They're not coming off. These are not coming off. They're really on there. The stickles and the hot glue and everything, it's just made them really, like, there's no way that's coming off. Those are on there really tight. So, yeah, stickles is a glue as well. It's a glitter glue, so it does have glue properties in it. All right, so now we're going to put the cameos on. And you could also use glossy accents as well. I was going to use glossy accents till Amy told me about the putting the fabric on. And then we're going to go right to the other side and put the cameo on the other side. And then we'll do the sides, and then we just start to fill in. So I'm going to use the little pink flowers on the sides. And then I've got some bling cut here, and I'm going to use a few more clay flowers because these work so good. Might use a couple of pearls too. Actually, let's do the pearls first because they're bigger. Oh, that didn't stay. There we go. Glue string. Okay. So let's do a couple little clay flowers. How can you miss it? And yes, she's nuts. We're supposed to get snow today, Joanne. Can you believe that? Snow. Yes, Amy's crazy. Bring on summer. That's what I say. Bring on summer. I am done with winter. We have like 6 months of it here in Canada, so I'm over it. I like warm weather. Okay, let's add a couple of these little bling pieces. I know it's really hard to see what I'm doing, but I'll try and get some close-up photos and post them on Facebook. And one over here. Get in there. Put a little clay flower there, maybe. Some bling there. And then we're ready to stickle. Okay, so that's where we're at there. Now I need to find something for the top. So let me have a look in my bling, because I feel like I need something pretty on top. And hopefully I have something that fits. Let's see what we got. They are so cute, right? Amy has a video on her channel too showing the ones that she made. Oh my goodness, I can't open this. There we go. I also have some of this black mesh bling, so if you made some like Parisian inspired ones in pink and black, wouldn't that be pretty? What do I have? I have a pink pearl. I have a dime. Look, I'm rich. Oh, I do have another one of those. Yay, I have another one of those flowers. Let's use that. Good, good, good. It's kind of peachy, but it doesn't matter because it looks adorable. So we're just going to plop some glue in the center and put this flower right there because it fits perfect. So now that I've got that done, you guys that just came in, what you do is you take your stickles, and I'm using diamond stickles because it's my favorite. It's really the only one I buy because I don't have the stickle addiction that a certain party in chat has, who shall remain nameless, Amy. And then you just kind of fill in between, making sure to kind of get under things and all around things because, like I said earlier, stickles is also a glue. So it just holds everything down really, really well. And you don't see any of the fabric. All you see is glitter. Which that's a good thing, just seeing glitter. No glue strings. So you just kind of get in under and around. It's amazing how well it holds everything. Look at the strings, my goodness. Let's see, I think I pretty much got everything. And then all you see when you look at it is pretty things and sparkle. So there is the rose one with the crown on top and the little rose on top, which you could also stickle. It's got stickles on it now for my finger, but hey ho. So any little small tiny things that you've got in your stash. I do sell pearls in my store. I also sell the clay flowers as well. Oh, that's such a cute story, Deanna. Depends on how young he was. If he was like, 3 or 4 or 5, something like that, that's cute. If he was 35, well. So there are my pretty, pretty clothespins, you guys. Look at these. They're adorable. And like I said, you can hang dangles off of them. Like these ones have. And I'll show my snippet roll again because Leafa was not here and who else was here? Kathy wasn't here. So this is a snippet roll I'm making for a swap. And I put it on a clothespin. And then I altered the top and then I dangled one of Karen Billinger's butterflies, some pearl trim, and some bling off the crown at the top because the crown had a little loop at the top there. So this one has a double crown actually. It has the crown I just used, this one. I put that on and then I put another crown in the center, that crown charm that I had. And then when you unroll it, I didn't paint this one, but I put some pink lace across it. So when she opens it, she's got this really pretty clothespin that's been altered here. So yeah, I'm really, really loving making these. They're so much fun, you guys. Yeah, I haven't done anything. It's just little snippets that I sewed on my machine. And now I've got to do all the hand sewing. So that's a sneak peek for my swap. A snippet is a tiny piece, a small piece of lace. You know, when you cut your laces and trims, or even if you're cutting paper, we just call them snippets, little tiny bits. Like, you know, if I cut this piece and had it in my stash and it had a rose on it, that would be a snippet. And then I used all those little tiny pieces from my stash of lace, that because I have bags that I keep all the little tiny bits of lace and things in, and I just keep them by my sewing machine, and then that's what I used on here. I just cut up, or most of them were already small pieces, but some I cut, and then you just sew them on, and this is called a snippet roll. And these date back to Victorian times, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, Amy. But anyway, I just sewed them on, a piece of really pretty fabric. And then you hand sew on things for the person who receives this to get, and they snip them off. I think that's where the term snippet came from. So I would add like some buttons or some other lace or an applique or some jewelry pieces or whatever. And you just sew them on, and then if the person wants to use them, they just snip them off and use them. So I think that is the terminology of where it came from. Hey, Angie, how are you, hon? I think that's it. I mean, somebody correct me if I'm not right with that, but I feel like that might be close to what happened. And it feels Victorian to me. So the snippet roll. You know, I think they might have originally been used for sewing, to keep your little sewing bits and bobs on. So that's what I've got here, you guys. So I really hope you're going to give these a try because I love them. So there's the rose one, and this one's super blingy, and it's got another beautiful beaded piece from Karen Billinger on top. Karen does the most beautiful beadwork, and she gifted me several flower centers quite a while ago, and I hoard things that Karen sends me. So I finally used one. I have a piece of crochet lace that she made me that's all beaded that I'll never use. I take it out, I pet it, I put it back in its box. Well, you can come and clean my house if you like, Angie. I wouldn't mind. So there they are, guys, and I'm going to probably finish these off later, maybe tomorrow with Miss Amy. I'll finish these ones. I feel like I want to make a Paris one now in pink and black. I'm kind of feeling that. Because the black cameos would look cute on that too, right? With this. Adorable. So I think that might happen. So you can decoupage them, you can stamp on them. And like I said, if you're going to stamp on them, take your stamp, use a permanent ink like Stays On, and then roll your clothespin on the stamp. Don't try and stamp it. Just roll the clothespin like that. And you'll get a stamped image on your clothespins, which are adorable. I've done that before. So Anybody need a dime? It's a Canadian dime, so it's probably worth 4 cents American. Yes, they're fun to make. Go get some and make some, right? They're so pretty. So I used diamond stickles, but any kind of glitter glue I think would work, but this is my favorite. And you definitely need this, I feel like, because it just made these stay on better. So you definitely need it. And you can use, this one I did use some lace snippets on. Little tiny, tiny, tiny pieces of lace. Like this would be a perfect lace. That's what I used, I think, this one. You just cut out these little individual flowers. Did I use it on this one? Or was it the other one? I don't know. Yeah, I used that one on here. And then this one I used this lace, which used to be in my store, and there's more on the way. Hopefully it'll be here in the next day or so. This lace will be back in stock, but this has all these tiny little flowers on it that I cut out and I used on here as well. You can see they're the perfect size. So look in your stash and see what you've got for little laces like this, and you can use them on these clothespins. So that's just another idea. But yeah, make sure you've got, don't skip the step with the fabric on top. You need to do that. And yeah, make sure you've got stickles and just have fun. Hey, Dawn. Oh, we're just wrapping up, Dawn. I'm so sorry. Oh, thanks. You guys call them pegs? We call them clothespins here. I have pegs. Where are they? Yeah, these are pegs, which are different. These are like doll pegs that I have, which would be fun to alter as well. And they have the little stand on the bottom. And they're square on the bottom, where these ones, you can see the difference. So this is a clothespin and this is a peg. They're also shorter. But these, I have several of these, and they'd be fun to alter because the little bottom comes off and you can make little clothes peg dollies and they stand up. Super cute, right? So we call these pegs and we call these clothespins. Oh, you call them both? Yeah. Cool. So anyway, I hope you guys will give these a try. It's been really lovely seeing all of you. And next week, I'm going to be playing with the rice papers again because I love them so much. They're so beautiful. And I think we're going to be art journaling next week with these gorgeous papers. So they're so pretty. I love, love, love them. So yeah, so that'll be next week. Okay, have a good nap, Angie. All right, guys, I will see you next Tuesday. I may be back with another video during the week, but I will definitely see you next Tuesday at 11:30 Eastern Standard Time. So I hope you'll all pop over. And please give these a try. I love them. And if you do give them a try, please tag Amy and I on Facebook so we can see them, because we are just enamored with these right now. So we'd love to see your creations. So tag us on Facebook or Instagram. And I'm Angel Dream Crafts Kim on Instagram. So I will see you guys next week for sure. Have a good week, everybody. Take care. Bye.